Okay, good morning. It's me, Raj here. Wanted to make a quick video. There's been several students that have asked about the AP video, the second one that you were supposed to watch, the one with integration techniques. And problem 3, part A, there was a little bit of confusion on notation and stuff like that, and the guy doing the video did things slightly different. I mean, used different letters. He did everything the same way I do. We just did it differently. So in the problem, you're given a table, so I tried to recreate what we needed from that table. And the first part, in part A, you're told that if the integral from 1 to 3 of f prime times g prime equals 2 times the integral of f times g prime, find this integral. Find this integral from 1 to 3 of f times g prime. Okay? And so now, with the information you've been given and you look at this, remember his first advice is, think u sub. Can I do u sub? And for u sub, you look for a function and its derivative sitting there. Well, we do have a function and we have a derivative, but this is not the derivative of this function or vice versa. So u sub is not a good candidate. So now you have to continue through the arsenal of what you know and start thinking of other techniques. And so hopefully integration by parts comes into mind, and we called that backwards, Zorro. I don't even know how to spell it. Remember this, backwards Zorro. And the idea behind that is you find something you can take the derivative of and something you can integrate, and you make whatever you're going to take the derivative of your u. So that's going to be our f of x. And then we need a dv. Sorry, I wrote it in the wrong order that I normally do. We'd say g prime of x is dv, right? I got that right? And then we take the derivative on this side, so du equals f prime of x. And over here we would integrate. So this would turn into g equals v, right? And we'd have a dx over here for when we set this up. And then the backward Zorro part was meaning we went back this way, okay? So what we know here, let's take up some problems here. We're going to go with our backward Zorro. We know that what we started with, g prime times f, right? We're trying to find this integral from 1 to 3 of f of x, g prime of x with our dx, right? And that equals, well, now we do the u times the v part. So that's going to be f of x times g of x. And we got to do that one from 1 to 3, our bounds. Whoops, that's not a 3, is it? Our bounds 1 to 3, and then we subtract the integral of the v times the du. So that's going to be the integral, and again, this is from 1 to 3 of f prime times g of x. Cool. Well, now we can go up to our chart and we can plug in our 3 and our 1, and we could do that part. But we have to look over here because we're left with something else to integrate. And so we need to integrate this, but aha, this looks kind of familiar. This looks like what this says right here. And we know, so we know the integral of f prime times g from 1 to 3 is 2 of the integral from 1 to 3 of f of x times g prime of x. Okay, well, how is that going to help us here? I think